Oh, you're doing the same thing. Oh, just that way everybody's tracking, at least for, well, my guys and Anvil 2 guys, since you're here. Make sure you guys jump into your respective channels in the Discord, so that way we can, along with track attendance, I can make sure you guys get your points correctly. So if you're not in Discord, make sure you jump in and deafen yourself.
So who do I send? Actually, no. I'm just gonna ask the plain question.
Mm-hmm.
How do we figure out why or how a person joins the unit?
What do you mean? I'm confused. What do you mean?
Okay, so are we on a? I know we're on the Milsim site, so people can join us from there.
Yes.
How else, like in other areas, do we get people to join us? Is there other ways, like other sites that we use?
At this time, I think it's just the Milsim site that we use, but I'm not 100% sure, actually. I don't have an answer for that.
You'll have to ask the J4 folks what they're doing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait, what's going on? I wasn't paying attention. I was doing the whole stream ad thing.
No, I just have a fucking gripe against a certain fucking someone.
You could say it. It's me. It's okay.
Oh no, it's not you. For the first time, it's not fucking you.
It's me.
I have a gripe.
That?
Where's my fucking scar?
Hey, look, man. We're working with what we got right now. Okay.
Dude, the fucking weapons are spread out throughout all the fucking boxes for some goddamn
I'm gonna
reason.
spread you out.
I'm going to spread your fucking legs and lick the ground.
Ah, God.
Please get a room.
I was just waiting for it to start, honestly, and it did.
As you can tell, I'm
The world
in a
is my
spicy
room.
fucking mood right now.
When are you not?
Different kind of spicy.
Exactly. Oh, like Taco Bell and hot sauce spicy, or
Like
guatemalan torta with extra habanero sauce.
Like I'm willing to do life spicy.
Oh, I've been that way all week.
Yes, but Brown, you also have to remember, I'm never like that. I'm normally just sprinkling on like salt on fucking food.
Maybe you need to get laid.
It's not getting laid. Press me on fucking that one.
You said that in the same voice my mother's using.
Jesus Christ.
When my mom's pissed, she uses that exact same voice that he just used. It's like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, somebody's ass is gonna get kicked.
Yeah, we're driving or we getting dropped off?
There's a few things we gotta go through first, so it just depends. If the SOAR guy, if one of the SOAR pilots can make it, we'll be getting flown. If not, we will be convoying and or getting side hooked. We'll play it by ear once we.
Plus, when you're hot micing like a motherfucker and it's very staticky.
Yeah.
Really? Alright, let me fix that.
In the meantime, Petty Officer Rouse, Petty Officer Wynn, and Petty Officer Brooklyn, if you guys want to jump up to the Anvil 1 voice channel and Discord, so that way you guys, since I'm not sure exactly who else is showing up from your guys, we can just all meet here temporarily.
Alright, and I think you'll need to get in there too.
Anvil 1.
Yes.
Alright, what about now?
I feel like I should grab a 5.56 weapon. I feel left out.
Is it the same thing?
No, it seems better.
Okay.
Contreras, what do you mean? Just because you're running out of 308?
Yeah, if I run out of ammo, I'm kind of fucked.
Well, don't run out of ammo.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. No, just keep what you got for now. Because we gotta stay within our billets, even though you can make a DMR out of a fucking 5.56 gun, but let's wait for that at this current time. And we'll give it like 2 or 3 more mics, and then whoever decides to flow in, I'll catch them up afterwards. But
Oh, we're just missing our IR. Carolina.
at this current time, yes.
Copy.
Oh, motherfucker.
If you have any last-minute things that you need to grab from the box, aka zip ties, wire cutters, or anything for your per-specific billets, while we're standing by waiting for these last like 2 mics or 2 to 5 mics, make sure you guys go do that now. If you guys are green, just stand by, and we'll go ahead and get started here shortly. Also, in the meantime, anything that anybody would like to bring up, point out about any other training, C's, Q's, anything that needs to be brought up while we stand by?
Need to train these monkeys how to shut truck doors.
Jesus Christ.
Armored vehicle doesn't matter if the fucking door's open.
That's very true. Very true.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, Jesus.
What frequency?
For tonight, we're basically, depending on numbers, we'll worry about that when we get to our...
Check for it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem.
Ah, yes. Let me just flick the safety on the Glock.
Anvil 1-1, this is Anvil 2-1, requesting radio check on Freak 40, over.
Shit. Anvil 2, this is Anvil 1, Lima Charlie 40.
Petty Officer 1.
Roger out.
Brown, what the hell are you
Yo,
doing?
God damn it, stand still.
What are you doing?
So we're just
Examining you.
A22 is your
I know you're the Sokom and all, but
Officer 2. And goes with
That's fucking great.
what is happening?
So, breaking immersion, the QR code on your rifle actually works.
What?
But whoever put that QR code on there did not pay the bill, so it doesn't lead to anything anymore.
Oh my
It
god.
just says-
I love how there's actually a QR code on this.
That's what I was testing.
Jesus Christ. Alrighty, good news.
I mean, there's QR codes for that.
Good news is we might be, or most likely, are getting a SOAR pilot by 2100, so that'll actually work out perfectly. Alright, in the meantime, since this is everybody we got for the time being, let's go ahead and get her started. So, tonight's focus for Anvil's training, Anvil 1 training, is going to be mount mixed with CQB. Per last training, we're going to try to avoid mass CAS situations, kind of like we were dealing with everybody going down. So, main thing for mount, especially if we're going to be intercity and or fighting toward or moving toward an objective. Can anybody tell me what the number one important thing is to have when you're moving to an objective? One of two things.
concealment.
Concealment is one, and if not concealment,
Covered.
hard cover, correct. Yeah, and cover, correct. So, for the specifically talking about the refinery that we were dealing with last week, the objective that we were assaulting from the northern side, it was a good call by Anvil 1-2 to go and make a flank around toward the beachhead where there was concealment and hard cover with the deflate that we were able to use. Shit. Stand by. Okay, sorry. Talking to the sword pilots on my ATAC. Give me 1 second.
Oh my god.
Petty Officer Rouse, any chance you could take this for 2 mics for mount? I will be right back.
Sure, go over mount.
AFER.
Sure.
Don't worry about that little guy, bro.
Alright. Let's go over some basic fundamentals of mount. So, mount is military operations in urban terrain. Main features are the considerable amount of danger areas that it has compared to fieldcraft. You know, you have windows, you have elevation, rooftops, many alleyways, tight corridors, stuff like that. So, within a mount environment, it's somewhat similar to being in CQB. You know, with the things you need to consider of angles and all that. It's just not necessarily inside. So you can do mount without CQB, but you know, usually it includes a portion of it. From going off of what he has going on in Calverston here, looks like we have an MSR with buildings on either side. And if you're not tracking, we're at grid ref 036043. Looks like he has some buildings designated on either side, garage down there as well. So, things to consider when you're going down a road like this is things like your formation, you know, taking either side of the road. That way you can have proper cover of the danger areas, both left and right. and also, your point guys are going to be looking forward towards door openings, window openings on the main level. Number 2 guys are usually going to be looking towards elevated areas above them, or ahead and above them. So think second floor windows, rooftops, etc. And let's see, what else can we go over? I don't know. I don't want to step on his plans too much here. Let's talk about transitioning a street. So say you're going down, if you're looking at 036, 042, you're next to the factory and you're heading to the northeast down the street. And you go to, we want to go down the objective street, which is going towards the northwest. Yes, so right around there. If you think of these things in principles of CQB, they're extremely similar. So, you would approach this, and then you would, button over and get eyes down the road. You'd have someone go across. So, you're just setting up a danger crossing. Same thing as whenever you do a rolling T on a hallway when doing CQB. So you'd have somebody set up and then cover for the crossing, and then somebody else would set up on that side. You have another person looking down their danger area to the northeast. You got someone looking rear. This is assuming you just have a fire team. Of course, the more people, the easier it gets. But at minimum, you got your fire team doing this. You then rotate inwards, and you got one person looking forward on either side, looking towards their respective sides. A lot of the times, it's easier to look across the road from where you are because you can't see very far on your own side of your road. So, you just communicate that with the other team that you're having cross coverage with them. And then, you move and you set up on a building and then breach. A lot of things to consider as well when you're in mount is not every building always has to be breached. It's very much mission dependent. If you know for a fact there's no hostile contacts, or hostile intelligence or munitions or anything that we're really concerned with in there, and you know that for sure, you haven't taken any contact from there, and it's not part of your mission to go there, you can safely assume you can ignore that building and keep moving on. Just basically window shopping. So you're just we're not gonna kick the doors down. We're just kind of gonna walk along. If we're looking for someone in particular, we might knock and ask local civilians certain questions. It's very much mission dependent whether do we go in the building and how do we go in the building. So now, if we're looking for an HVT, it's going to be a lot different. Another thing to consider in mount is think of the acronym ASS, so Assault, Support, Security. So your assault force is, it's pretty much on the nose. It's what it says on the tin. They're the ones who are going to breach in. They're the ones who are going to be the main force. Like, let's say we're going to the building 1 here. They're the ones going inside, right? They're the ones clearing the thing. Your support is typically going to be the aid and litter team, so your medics, and then your inner cordon. So think of the guys who are immediately on the outside watching the exits and the entrances, so that nobody who, unauthorized comes in or goes out without their knowing. And then you're going to have security. Security is going to be on the outer cordon, so you could see like these fence lines, this little perimeter here, and they would set up on the corners, and provide security. And if anybody goes down inside, you pull one guy off of security and they go in and support the assault team, while the support keeps the inner cordon locked down and keeps the area locked up.
Awesome. Thank you, Petty Officer Rouse. Much appreciated. Sorry about that. Had to fucking step away and talk to the SOAR guys. Yeah, good points overall. The main thing is security. Seems like as of recently we've been lacking that, which is why we ended up having mass cast situations, especially at the refinery and even other things that I've noticed that we ran. So rear security is a must. We have to make sure that our rear is covered. It doesn't matter whether we're entering a building and half the team goes upstairs or whoever, whether it's Anvil 2 or Anvil 1, we have to make sure that our asses are covered. We do not need to be dealing with mass hazards whenever we're on a mission constantly. Like I was stating earlier, every single operation that we have had there has been at least one minimum, which is a problem because that's basically taking out our whole entire fighting force out of the fight, which is never ever good. So that's the main thing for that. So yeah, it's pretty much it. Any questions about Mount or anything that Petty Officer Rouse has gone over so far?
Can I add something?
Send it.
Thank you, Chief. Just building on what you said there, like that mass cas that we took on that last FTX. You should all act as a leader in your own right. If you see that you're sitting in an area that's not good, make a plan to fucking move. Like, part of the first mass cas we had could have been avoided by moving 20 feet to your left. I had to run through a gauntlet. Me and the other medics had to run through a gauntlet of machine gun fire to get to your position when you were right by way better cover that we had to move to. So don't be afraid to say something if you think you're in a bad position. Or just do it.
Yeah, good to go. Thank you, Petty Officer Brown. Along with that, also, we have to make sure that for our medics, if we do have anybody that goes down, we have to make sure we have somebody on security with them, at least one or two guys, preferably two if possible, especially with, even if it's just Anvil 8 or just Petty Officer Brown here. We have to make sure that they have security because they are not going to be able to have their rifles in the fight because they are not hands-on, or they're going to be hands-on with a patient, not hands-on with their rifle, so you need to have security with them. And the same premise goes for our rear security, whether it's the first floor of a building, the rear of the stack, the rear of a formation. It does not matter. The main premise point is security. So make sure we got to get that. We have to, and I cannot stress this enough, we have to put that into perspective every single time we're doing something, no matter what it is. Anything, or moving on an objective, rear security is a must. Even if we're all facing, say, one direction, say we're facing towards... Not too sure why that's happening, but that's okay. We'll jump back in here real quick. That was weird. Middle of a sentence, and then I just die. Just my head just explodes. It's amazing the things that happen with this, with the new 1.7 update.
Check frequency 42.
Sorry about that, gents. I don't know what is happening. Alright. Sorry about that. So yeah, anyways, like I was saying, security is a must. It doesn't matter what we're doing, whether it's, walking through the forest onto objective, even in the field in the open. Also, another thing with, especially Mount, since we're going to be dealing with something very specific, and it's going to be one major MSR. If we don't have any concealment, what can we use to create concealment while we're moving to objectives, or through objectives?
Smoke.
Affirm. So we all have smokes on our person. We all have frag grenades on our person. Once the stun grenades come back from the armor, we'll be able to run stun grenades as well. We have to use throwables. I know we get so caught up in wanting to use our rifles because we want to go kill shit because we're DevGru operators, but smokes are also our best friend to either break contact and use for concealment to move on to set objectives, especially in a mount scenario. We do not want to be caught in the open and then getting gunned down in the middle of something because we didn't have smoke or some type of concealment to cross over with. Even if a team's covering you, it does not matter. concealment is a must. So, those are the only few points that I have. Is there any other points that anybody would like to bring up specifically for mount or anything?
About responding to the known threat.
There are known knowns and then there are known unknowns.
That is very true. So primary targeting, especially when we're hitting an objective, if we're getting contact, what's the first thing that we're going to be focusing on?
Killing the person shooting at you.
Yes, but we're also going to be studying, at the same time, going to be looking at the terrain, where he's at, where he's shooting from, if there are any obstacles in the way, because say he's in concealment, but he can see us, but we can't see him. Are you just going to randomly blind fire and kill a civilian, potentially? Even if, especially in a mountain environment, you never know what's going to be in there. It's also a matter of understanding or expecting the unexpected. Say civilians are in the AO. Now we might get told that there aren't any, but there could also be bad intel. There also could be, they could have been hidden underground, saying like a mine shaft, because we had that. We had to deal with that in that one operation in when we were going for that HVT, when we were in the desert environment, running our AR-1 stuff. Expecting the unexpected in a mountain environment is always the best thing, but obviously, as you guys know, no plan survives first contact, so no matter what happens, adapt, overcome. Main thing I always say, even back in the other unit that I was with, was fill the gaps to stay liquid, was the number one phrase that I always use. Because as long as you're staying liquid and you're able to keep moving, you're able to push on objective flow and continue your movement, you usually can make it out. You might take some bullets, especially in a CQB environment, because no matter what happens, you're going to be getting shot at. But at least there's going to be less casualties, and we don't have to deal with mass cases. So, thank you for bringing that up, Petty Officer Brown. Any other points? Petty Officer Rouse, would you like to add anything? Petty Officer Wynn?
Negative, Chief. I think I went over the points I had there already.
Good to go, Petty Officer Rouse. Petty Officer Wynn?
Other than that, Chief.
All right, good to go. So, with that being said, does anybody have any questions before we actually get flown in? I think our SOAR pilot said that they'll be on like 5 mics to get us to our LC. So, any questions?
I couldn't hear you over the small dick energy going on in the background.
Sorry. This is why I can't have nice things right now.
What Honda Civic passed you?
I think that was on a motorcycle, but it's fun.
Sounds like future road pizza.
Anyway, yeah, any questions or anything about what we had to go over for Mountain CQP? Hearing none. Okay. So, real quick, since we have a couple extra seconds, if you guys look in the, oh my god. I don't understand why this is happening. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, in a nutshell, we're going over Mountain CQB, so I'm not going to be able to stream this, sadly, because it's, for some reason, it's not, working, so I'm going to have to just, like, not stream it, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully it won't cause these issues.